Hello, my love. Hello, Amy.
Hello.
Here we go with part two of this beautiful Amy story.
Hmm.
So let us start with Rupert Spira. You know him?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
I'm
Tell me.
very into him. And I liked him a lot. I think his voice was very soothing. He has kind of like this sort of
Yeah, yeah,
transcendental,
yeah,
hum, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of his books.
Sweet
And
books, sweet
yeah,
books, right? Yeah,
yeah, aware of being aware or
yeah,
something like that,
yeah, yeah.
some other ones. But Rupert, it became, I was struggling a bit, um, it became very difficult to understand. It was like, I don't know, reading Shakespeare or something. It's like, what is he talking about? It was like
Shakespeare.
too
Nothing to do about what was this movie?
true
Much,
about
much
nothing.
to do about nothing. Shakespeare. I saw the play. Okay.
I mean, there's some beautiful stuff from Shakespeare, but Rupert, yeah, became very like intellectual or very, very, I don't know, very.
Yeah, totally,
But some
totally.
books were really fun to listen to. I mean, he had some great stuff. I listened to him a lot, and he was talking about. I particularly liked him when he was talking about, the dream and Alice and
Yeah,
the
the
other
story.
one.
Yeah, I heard the story and I was laughing when you kind of, you know the story,
And King Lear.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, who mistakes himself for King Lear, but he's
beautiful,
not, you know.
beautiful.
I think there was a nice innocence about those stories that were, for me, interesting and fun to listen to. But I think the frustration came when I was trying to figure it out.
Yeah, yeah,
But when I was listening to it as like just a story being a little, like a fairy tale,
yeah,
Alice in Wonderland, something like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
and it
totally.
was the flow was not so, like
Yeah, yeah.
when the mind gets try to get a hold of it and try to understand.
It's kind of like listening to this beautiful and then going out in the real life and now trying to use it. Yeah, applying, try to
Completely.
apply, like to
Yeah,
feel now, to live it. What I listen, I want to perform like this. Shit, it's not working. Yeah,
totally,
yeah.
totally.
It's
It's just
even
like,
more it's even more difficult because you never get it. Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
it's like, Um, yeah, I think the simplicity of it is almost like when you listen to music, you don't try to pick it apart and try to understand the notes,
Exactly.
but if you try to like, then you're not listening anymore to the music, you're trying to understand the music, and that's where
Exactly.
the
Beautiful.
magic goes.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess it's like, you know, it's just words, like our whole existence, communication, everything is just language based. Something my dog doesn't have. Um, and I think maybe that's why we're so attracted to animals or nature. So there are no words, you
Yeah,
know?
it's simple. It's just simple. It's
Yeah,
direct. It's just
yeah,
direct aliveness. No need to
right.
understand.
No story behind. It's
Just,
like,
yeah, beautiful.
and yeah, I think sometimes, like when you see, you can see something very beautiful, but the minute you say something about it, it's gone. It's just that is like it's just it's boxed in.
Yeah, but in a way, nothing is boxed in
Yeah,
because everything is it, no matter what.
no
Every
matter
single
what.
is it, no matter what. This is it already. And
Yeah,
there's really no boxing. This is just a game. Just the talk.
yeah.
Nothing is boxed. Nothing was ever boxed.
Uh,
And but if there is this coming. Oh, I'm boxing this now. I cannot. This is it too. This
mm,
direct thought of it. But everything is it. just,
Yeah.
this whole thing,
Yeah.
no separation in this whole thing. It's just, it cannot be not this. It's always this. And
Right.
yeah, this,
Yeah. But I think that, when you are seeing, everything is seen through the sort of the lens of separation. Yeah.
yeah,
There is, well, that's just how it is, right? I
yeah,
mean, it's nothing wrong with it. It's just
no,
another, it's just how it's
yeah,
happening.
but the people in the story who are trying to get out of the illusion,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
they're simply trapped in this thing. Apparently, of course, no one is trapped. Like, oh shit, I'm
Yeah.
not, I'm not seeing this. Like, I'm still like labeling or judging.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
too, this is
Yeah.
too simple. But they cannot hear this when you say this is a two since
Right.
there, but this is this loop, this searching energy, this drive, this
Yeah.
is already the perfection in this. There is
Right.
nothing leading to this, no stopping of this, no further ongoing with this, nothing. It's just same, it's simply the same. There is really, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And when you say that, there was a mention, I think I heard it from one of the 1,000 talks I've listened to from all the speakers.
Beautiful.
From Here to Here, I think it's a book that Tony Parsons mentioned on one of his talks. I don't know if you know the book, but
No.
the first part of the book is pretty good. And then this author has a picture of, of a cube. Yeah. Like a Rubik's cube.
Yeah.
And part of on the corner of that cube is a cutout. So part of the corner of the cube is missing.
Yeah.
And there's like two ways of seeing it. It's really interesting. It's like an optical illusion.
Yeah.
You either see, and you can't see both at the same time.
Yeah.
So you either see the cube with the missing corner, you just focus on the missing corner, or you see the whole thing.
Yeah.
You
Beautiful. I also had two of
Yeah.
those, but differently, where you can, but not at the same time. It's only one perspective on this. So no choice.
Yes. And the funny thing is, when you only see the one perspective, yeah, the one image. But when you finally see the other entire thing, not just the one piece missing, then it's like you can never not see what you've seen.
Beautiful.
it, so that you cannot not see the whole anymore.
Beautiful, right? Yeah.
And I think that's just the conundrum, or what, when the brain, because obviously there is no one to influence anything. I mean, you are a product of the brain. I am a product of my brain. I mean, I appear in nighttime dreams, and this filter is nothing I can influence, because I can't go into my brain and fix something in there. It's just the way it fires, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's the whole thing, that I can be told 1,000,000 times, which I've heard it, there is no separation. You kind of get a sense of it. This is the reason why I'm on this hot pursuit to nowhere.
Yeah.
There is a sensing of it.
Yeah.
There is. How do you override? How does that?
But you mean there is a sensing of this, but there is no getting of it, right?
No. And no matter how many words I stuff into my brain, how many times my brain hears it.
Yeah, but my love, you see, when there is no separation, there is no one there who can claim afterwards, I saw it. I got it. I got it. This is not going to happen. Right. There is no one to say afterwards, this is it. So since there is no separation, everything is it already. I'm understanding here on this limited thing here called brain thought is not necessary. You can
Right.
just say goodbye or hello whatsoever. Thinking about it, feeling, sensing something, thinking that, oh, I can get it or not getting it is the same. So there is no total equanimity, if you like. There is really no brain. What is a brain, my love? What
Right.
is a brain?
Right.
This is just an idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is really no need to go into those ideas, you know?
Right.
But going into the idea of a brain is beautiful. It's
Yeah.
perfection. So you see, no matter how we flip the coin, the perspective, it's
Yeah.
always the same. It's one. It's never
Right.
not this. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
it was very easy here just to say beautiful. Boom. Just
Right.
this, you know?
Right.
But
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
way, and then this is so cool, you know? There is no, but yeah. Just
Yeah. I think that's what I think it's also amazing, you know, like just the way that's one thing that I find amazing. The way the words come out, you know, they're so
yeah,
fast. Right now, I'm not even thinking about what I'm gonna say.
totally,
Oh, there is no
totally,
difference.
totally, my love.
Immediate. And yeah, I guess that's where the sensing of the of you know that of the self as a overlay, you know, of
What
the
is the
sense.
self?
Oh,
What is the self?
yeah. I, I
What
don't
is
know.
it?
It's like
Just an idea.
memories, I
Just an
suppose.
idea. Just an
You know?
idea. The self
Yeah.
is just an idea, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
what is even contraction? What is feeling as a contracted individual? What is this? Aren't
Right.
those just ideas? What is
Yeah.
birth? What is death? What is life?
Right.
Every
Right.
word is just empty.
I
Blah,
know.
blah, blah.
Right.
Brain, blah, bubblegum.
Totally.
Totally
Yeah.
senseless.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
there is really no finding any sense in this. This
Right.
is anarchy. This is
Yeah.
perfection. There is
Yeah.
no need. It's like children. There
Yeah.
is no need to understand. They're just playing full on, you know,
Right.
and then they're just screaming, all laughing, or
Yeah.
giggling. No matter what, there is no need to understand this game.
Yeah. 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 Totally.
No matter
Totally.
what. And
Yeah.
you see, this is so simple. And even going into brain stories or separate energy, I don't know what, no matter what you call it,
Mm.
no matter what you call it, this is just, and everything is so empty. It's just empty.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is
Yeah.
no solidity in it. There is no
Right.
substance in
Right.
it.
Right. And that's the thing. That's the thing. You know, you want to really hold on to life, you
To
know, to
what?
experiences or whatever, you know, as an individual. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, your loved ones die and there's just that
And what
nothing can be held.
and there
Yeah.
is no individual at first. There is simply no you to start with in this story. This is
Yeah.
just speaking, laughing, acting, smiling, listening, watching. There is simply no you to start with.
Yeah, but and I think in a way that is beautiful. The way this sense of self
Is arising in the
emerges.
story.
Yeah.
The,
Because
this illusion
the illusion
of
is in a
being
way
of being here,
beautiful.
of being the control, of being the bus driver, right?
Yeah,
This
and all
really
the characters in your story, you
and
know?
everything in the this is beautiful. This is wow. this is
Yeah,
this is
it
magic. This is in a
is.
way magic.
It is. And it's I think that that is the beauty of human life, that we
Totally,
are able to
totally.
through this, you know, painful veil of separation because I don't like it.
Yeah, but
um but
but it's really not there. You see,
it's not
there is
there.
no well of separation. There
Yeah,
is
but
just a
look at that
thought. There is just a thought of a well of separation, and there is maybe a
right.
belief that there is
Yeah.
a well of separation.
Right.
I don't feel separated. I never felt separated.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there was never such a sense of being separate. I even never felt like a girl, a woman, or whatsoever.
Yeah, yeah.
Taught to you, you are a girl, you are a woman, you are a mother, you are this. But actually, I never felt like this.
I know that. I have that
It's
too.
beautiful, right?
Yeah.
So those are only beautiful stories.
Mm,
Beautiful stories. And
right,
in order to, and it just plays out like this. So
right,
beautiful,
right,
beautiful,
right. Yeah, amazing, amazing.
amazing, amazing.
And it's so interesting. So my dog, I love my dog, I really,
Beautiful. What
oh,
kind of dog? What kind
the
of doggy?
golden retriever,
Oh,
the
sweet.
big bear, a white
Oh,
one.
good,
And
good.
I'm just like, I just love him. I love him. It's like he's 9. And I love that dog. I have to
What's the
say,
name?
you know,
What's the name?
Milo.
Milo. I
Milo.
also love Milo, the singer.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that this guy existed. My husband came up with the name a long time ago.
He's kind of chill to singer. You have to listen to a bit some pieces. They're kind of chill. It's cool. It's cool. He's
Yeah,
cool.
it's so funny that like how words triggers different associations with people.
Totally, totally.
Like
Yeah.
different, it's like worlds that
Wait,
collide.
just playing with the memory, right? The word is triggering a situation. Totally made up, like a dream.
Yes.
Totally. You just, or the smell. You smell something, and there is an
Oh,
emotion arising out of nothing. And this is like,
amazing.
but you see what a wonder, and this is instant,
Yeah.
totally unknown, always fresh, new. And when there is just just being in this memory thing, and just like you see with the head,
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
life
yeah.
with the head. Well, this is it too. This is perfection.
Right? Yeah. I have to think, and I love the way certain things trigger. It's like it's like a river, it just
Yeah,
and it
totally.
goes and then it turns again, and
Totally.
then you
Oh.
lose what you wanted to say, but then you know
But you see, this full on everything, this
mm,
anarchy, everything is allowed already.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
There
for
is
sure.
no one here who says yes, no, yes. Here is
Yeah,
no choice if this thought is coming up now. Oh yeah,
yeah,
you're allowed to come up now, and you too,
right.
but you're
Yeah,
not. No controller, really. And
yeah,
this is the magic, This is
yeah.
the magic.
It is, and it's just all kind of like, I love the stuff that Michael writes. I have to tell you. I
Yeah,
mean,
beautiful.
and one time I wrote, because Michael talks a lot about like it's just like nerve impulses. Yes,
Okay.
that's it. And I sent him a picture once on we talk on Messenger, and
Okay.
it was a beautiful mushroom
Yeah.
outside. It was
Yeah.
really amazing, and it looked like on the edge, on the bottom, it had like a lace.
Yeah.
It was like bombastic. And
Okay.
I took a picture and I sent him the picture. He's like, look at this mushroom. And he writes back and he's like, it's just a mushroom. And I was like, but it's
Oh
beautiful.
man, how can you say it's
It's
just a
like,
mushroom?
no, and he wants to always pointing back to, because I love that. And he says, people often miss the origin of where beauty. I mean, the mushroom is not beautiful. It's your brain's interpretation of it.
But my love, you see, there is no Michael. There is no Michael
Yeah,
pointing. There is
yeah.
just this aliveness. Here is no Rosa, no Aime. Here is just this unknown perfection playing with itself, if you like so. Just a story.
Oh my
So
God,
you
yeah,
see, so there is really this perfection all the time, booming in this
yeah,
mushroom, and seeing those details in the mushroom, perfection. And then
yeah,
the apparent response of Michael, like pointing, and this is
yeah,
only an interpretation. He is
yeah,
pointing.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
this is totally without cause and effect happening. There is
yeah.
no sense. There is no need to point anything. There is
Mm.
this is too simple, too direct. Nothing needs to be understood. Nothing.
Totally.
Because this is full on understanding already. This is
Mm,
already understood.
mm,
This is already totally clear.
mm,
So, something to be added to this clarity. is again like kind of, distracting the clarity.
Right. Yeah, I see that.
Just
Yeah.
simple. It's just too simple. It's just too simple and beautiful. And beautiful
Yeah.
since it's always this, no matter what, no matter what. But it's beautiful, yeah. So
Yeah.
what about the with the story? Back to the story. Well,
Oh, the
all
story.
stories, but the story with after Rupert Spira, his beautiful
Yeah.
stories, then with non-duality. How
Oh, well,
was
I mean, it was that book from David Carse.
okay, okay, yeah.
And
With Tony Parsons, and there
yeah,
was
yeah. He mentioned Tony Parsons, and then and then we moved here. I told you the story.
yeah,
My mom got sick,
yeah.
and then I found kind of like my groupies basically, because
Beautiful.
that message was, I didn't need anymore to go back into Buddhism or any
Okay. So
Vedanta
this
or
is done, right? This is done.
yeah. So and then I watched I was watching a lot of videos.
Me
uh
too. I love that. Yeah, totally.
and there's this guy from Ireland, Frank, I don't know, can't pronounce his last name, McCogney or something.
Okay. I don't know.
Eh, he was making a lot of videos because he was interviewing often Tony Parsons.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
And
I know him, but who
mm,
cares? Yeah, okay.
right, doesn't matter. Anyway, I was watching a lot of his videos. He had interesting people, who had seen through this whole separation thing. And um
No one did it actually, but okay. No one who is seeing through this, but okay.
right, but those people who
Yeah,
those
I know.
brains that have overridden their own
Okay,
program, um
okay.
and was
My love,
looking.
wait. I have to tell this. There
Yeah,
is
yeah,
no program. There is really no program.
no
Okay?
program.
I just want to tell it to you. I don't know
Yeah,
anything. I really don't know. I don't know. But I can tell you there is no program. Okay?
no program. Okay.
No, no,
Yeah.
there is no program. Okay? No, no program.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
All
So, but,
right.
but it's just coming out here for no reason. Okay? But good.
Yeah,
And then you were listening to Frank, the
yeah, but
interview
I don't even know what I wanted to say about that. I was
about the
listening to
people
Frank.
there who kind of have this clarity
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah. And I don't know. He had like all the usual suspects, and well, I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
Beautiful. Beautiful. No thoughts.
Frank, and I don't know what comes after that. We were talking about yeah, I don't know.
About this clarity. Maybe there was kind of a seeing that there is something similar in those stories, or maybe I
Yeah,
wrong.
now I remember. Hey, so he interviewed once Nancy,
Oh,
Nancy,
Nancy Niedercut. Yeah, lovely. She's so lovely.
mm. And what she was saying was like, as well, again, like, wow, that's it. This woman knows something. But not in that sense, but what she said resonated very much as
Yeah.
well, because she was very direct,
Yeah.
Uh,
Cool. Love it.
I reached
She's
out to her.
beautiful. I love her. Love her. Don't know.
Yeah, yeah. And then that's how I got into the Exploding Rainbows crowd where
Oh,
Michael is.
okay.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah. And Miranda and all this.
I'm not so much into
Walter.
this. Yeah, because I'm not reading that much. And this is with reading Facebook, right? And I'm here kind of a lazy reader, maybe. So
Oh,
because there is no more searching or anything, It's just maybe
yeah,
for the sake of art. And
yeah,
the
yeah,
other thing
yeah.
is maybe because of my job, I have to read a lot. And then I simply just chill here, put on some cool show of Emmy, the DJing Emerson stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, just enjoying talking with you, just as
Right,
a
right.
preference, like more, but okay. And so you got into this Nancy,
I
Rainbow,
got into
Michael,
that
Miranda.
group. And I just love reading the stuff because I realized that I'm obviously not getting any answers. Don't have any questions anymore
because
because I've
because
like
everything is
run
always
out of
known.
questions.
It's known
No
already.
one knows anything. And and that's the shocking part, that these sort of speakers I once asked the speaker a question, and I asked another speaker another question. So say, suppose you take Kenneth and I asked Andreas.
Yeah.
Same question.
Yeah.
I got two different answers. So you would imagine that these brains, would be synced somehow because they are like, but in that sort of was, I thought like, what? Wait a minute. The answer should be the same, but and then I start to like think, my God, I really think nobody knows anything at all.
It's
like,
really not about the knowing, my love.
Yeah.
It's beyond knowing.
Yeah.
It's really totally beyond knowing. There is no one knows anything.
Right.
There is no Kenneth, there is no Jim, there is no Tony. No one knows anything there, This is just actually, there is a question and there is a response to something, but this is coming out of total unknown. That this is really, they don't, and they also say that they don't know anything,
Yeah. It's like such a game.
Yeah.
It seems, right? Like a ruse.
And you can sense in those apparent speakers, if you like, you can simply sense this beautiful, how to put it. It's this is so simple, so clear that there is nothing to get. That this is so, it's presented like a flower. Here it is, just enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you go, okay. There's a red flower, a nice flower, not a nice flower. I have to see it like this because they tell this and this,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That it's like you're running faster and faster in this hamster wheel,
Yeah, totally. But this is it too.
I know everything. Okay, everything. But
so simple, you see? There is never something extra which is going to see the wholeness in this. Otherwise, it wouldn't be whole. You see?
Yeah.
So what are we talking about? So the searching, the trying to understand, is it too? Nothing wrong with this. But as long as there is someone who says, oh, it's wrong, I should not search anymore. Why I'm watching those videos and reading? Why do I have still questions? This is it already. And then it's kind of a joke. You're just laughing, and in the whole thing, maybe you can say it's just in the story, it's kind of a processing, like fading away. But this is just a story because it was always like this. Always like this. Never came to this or went to this. It's perfection already, always, the whole time.
Yeah.
So nothing is happening. There is really nothing happening all the time, and there is no time.
Yeah.
This is so beautiful.
Oh, the time thing is, I've been with my dad. We were always, getting books about time and what is time, and we were already on a hot pursuit with time, because beautiful. Time is really strange. I mean, there is really nothing you can. I don't know if it's just weird, right? Like you can talk about 13 billion years ago or 3 minutes ago. I don't know how you can measure that. It's just like it doesn't seem, it just falls apart.
It's just a concept. It's just a concept.
Yeah.
Time, and it's just a concept.
Yeah.
Show me time, my love. Where is time?
It's amazing. And it's different time. Time is not a constant, really, so nothing, it's just really human.
What is constant? What would you say is constant? What is constant?
Not something that doesn't change.
What is something that doesn't change?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. This unknown
person. Would you say that space is something that doesn't change? Space?
What is space? Just a concept?
Empty. Yeah, it's another word, if you want to say.
It's another word.
But we need to communicate, so we need to use words. And,
of course. Communication is happening, yeah?
Yeah. Like just that you know, that emptiness, basically, like, you know, atoms have an enormous space between the nucleus and the electrons, you know, spinning around. It's huge. It's like,
Beautiful.
huge. You know, so is that the one thing that's not changing? I don't know. I don't know.
The thing which is not changing is always, but not in the sense of time, is always there. It's booming. It's booming, you know?
Yeah.
This is full on there in all those appearances.
Okay.
Those appearances couldn't appear without this constant, unchanging whatsoever. Call it bubblegum, call it pizza, call it space, call it what you want. This thing here, this magic, couldn't arise without this nothingness, without this total unknown stillness, this whatsoever, you know, this is so this is simply screaming all the time, you know, screaming in a way, silently screaming. This is here, this it came Emerson. I'm a great fan of Emerson, so to speak. And he was a very huge resonance to him. It was the childlike, the child. Also, I love also this openness there, you know, and this Aime character, love it. And this simply this childlike, joyful talking about this you cannot talk about this cause.
Yeah.
You know, I try to, this is it the whole time. And those are, you know, this is the magic arising, you know, that we can speak, communicate, laugh, cry, you know. Right. So, and this is it, everything is it. And Aime, I call him lovingly Aime. Aime is kind of, he also is a DJ, or worked as a DJ. He had a long story. And the way he is performing, you know, Rupert Spira, you know, all those characters, like everyone is different. And by Emerson, it's kind of he is DJing a show, you know, and always new, always fresh, a new perspective that he is not, he because the seeker, the parent seeker, there's of course no one who is seeking. They simply get attached to a word like nothingness, like stillness, like you know, and he's
consciousness, awareness,
jungling with those words, you know, that you cannot stick to it. There is nothing, there is no nowhere to land.
Right.
Simply shown, you cannot like brain and I don't know what. He is not giving you the possibility to land anywhere. There is no landing space. This is free fall for no one.
Right.
There is simply no you to begin with. You know?
Right.
There is a brain, beautiful. There is a brain, life braining, life speaking, you know? What is life? Okay, good, you know? Everything is made up stories. Everything is a story, you know?
Right.
There is even no need to go into what is real, what is unreal, what is nothing. Nothing appearing is everything. Who cares, you know? And here was like, so I simply saw, he was like with this unconditional wow. This wow resonated, or infinite boom. And when he was like with the boom, I was like getting into the praxis of when very strong emotions came. I was like relaxing into, like the strong emotion is a total boom, booming out of nothing. And normally this is kind of tricky, you know, like like first the sense, oh, you know, and then I was contraction, if you like, and then you kind of relax into this. And what happens? The boom is like going silent instantly. You see, in this boom, you simply see this. You cannot talk about it. This is kind of total, I don't know how, this is simply, the boom is the total wowness, because it's actually not there, you know? It's actually, nothing is booming. but it
Right.
appears as it's completely, it's very, and when he came up with those, I was like, oh, because it was the perfect timing in a way, just a story.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like playing with this, couldn't understand and tell what's happening. It was just see, oh gosh, everything is it. There is nothing to get. And then he came with the boom. And I was like, oh man, it's the boom.
Yeah.
Of course, it sounds as if there is something, with
Yeah.
what is God, but no, it wasn't. It's really, it doesn't matter what you say. It's
Right.
not, this is not the word, So, and he is kind, beautifully playing with all those words, ideas, concept, and showing nothing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing.
Nice. Yeah.
Empty, 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 empty. And if you look at his beautiful one-on-ones,
I have watched them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
beautiful. You can recognize yourself in a way. It's always, it's always just the one. And you just can say, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But no one is getting it in a way. You see that no one is getting it. You simply see that it's always this. It's always
Yeah.
been like this. It
Yeah.
was never not this, And you
Right.
simply see how the brain, the mind tries to get something which is kind of funny. You're just laughing about this. Oh,
Right.
I tried to, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
you
I
know?
bet. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So
Yeah.
very, very simple, very simple, very simple.
Yes, yes, yes. That's the impression I also have. In one of the meetings, we're talking about memory and the past. And this guy was asking about the past. And then, the one speaker kept saying, but there is, there's the seeming past, but you can't prove it. And then he just kept, I had the sense that he kept just always like ripping the layers off, and there was just that fundamental layer, the bottom, the simplicity, and all the questions were just layers and layers and layers on top.
But you see,
Story.
that no matter what, everything is the same. The
Yeah.
bottom is the same as the layer. It's no difference with the bottom. It's just the mind which is judging in a way. This
Yeah.
is better than the layers. It's not
Yeah.
this. You see
Yeah.
that everything is it already. There is no need to change anything.
Yeah.
Nothing needs to be done. There is really no doer there. It plays out perfection. That life doesn't care about you, if you like.
Yeah.
You can also put it like you are it, everything. But
Right.
I don't want to go into you, because the person sends you with always here, but there is no you to begin with. So
Right.
everything is totally free. There is simply no put the you away. It's
It's
just a thought.
impersonal.
So
Yeah.
everything is just happening. It's just
Yeah.
happening.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Sequences. And
Yeah.
everything is empty, totally empty.
Yeah.
Nothing to grab, nothing to,
No. No. No.
and
No.
all
No.
those
No.
beautiful concepts, you see? Beautiful
Yeah.
concepts. This is
Yeah.
it. No matter what you take, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is
Yeah.
it. No one's
Yeah.
doing this.
Right. Oh my God, my brain. It's whatever. I
There
mean,
is